As you can see, any restrictions are very, very narrowly interpreted. The second point I want to make is regarding protection afforded to journalists under international law. And again, on this, restrictions are interpreted even more narrowly, because under international law, there is a recognition that journalists should be afforded, greater protection because of the role that you guys all play in society. And this is reflected in a vast amount of UN jurisprudence, and also reflected in the UN Plan of Action on Protection of Journalists that we discussed earlier. The third point I want to make is regarding judicial harassment, also known as slaps. And slaps are considered, unlawful restrictions to freedom of expression. And this is a global phenomenon. This is not, at all, just India concerning India, but it's really a global phenomenon, and there's a strong push globally also for anti-slap legislation, including in India. These have been recommendations by various human rights mechanisms. So what would be very good is if you could also share your ideas and how we, as the UN, can work to support possible initiatives and possible solutions that would prevent slaps from even taking place in the first place. And I would hope that you will be able to share some of these ideas by the end of the day, so we can take those back to our hierarchies and see how we can be supportive of your work. And then the final comment I'd like to make is that, as you know, the UN human rights system has a lot of different mechanisms that also receive complaints from journalists. So if there are any cases against you, please be in touch with me. I can help facilitate contact with the different mechanisms who can take up your case. They can write letters to the government. They can ask questions, and sometimes, actually quite often, they can actually lead to better outcomes for individual cases. So you have my contacts, and happy to take any questions, maybe over the coffee break or the lunch break. And thank you very much. It's been a real pleasure to be with you.